feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
Look at the backpedaling reform boy yet again. He know that we finna call the governor tomorrow, and look what he says. It's entertainment. I said, how much y'all want to bet I got that reform? I'm going to get that reform shit stopped for that hating ass thing of Meek. Either he stop being a thug or be a full-time activist. We going to get a meeting with that governor over him standing next to a guy who's threatening violence and acting like a killer online, but crying when he's in their presence. We can play that game too. You know what he tweeted me and said? That's why I'm actually talking reckless to you. It's Twitter entertainment. We know what you're trying to do, and the internet got your head screwed up badly. These guys are actually saying what they jealous of with me. This guy wants me dead or in jail. Philly, done with you. Shaking my head. No. Oh, man. Oh, I was going to tweet him like, yo, make Philly great again. I don't care. Okay. Yo, Meek. I think just respectfully, you misunderstand the pulse of Philly. Philly, you're acting like Philly dethroned you as king and made me king. I am not a king of Philly. I'm only a media entity. What Philly has said, Philly doesn't have to be done with ACT or start with ACT. What Philly has unilaterally said is they're tired of being blackballed and not having the same opportunity as people from other cities. Don't talk about what Philly's idea of academics is. Talk about how Philly feels about being given a chance, a platform, and what Philly felt you have done while you held that position and the ball you didn't pass to others and how they feel you actively blocked other people. Okay? I understand that you're over here now trying to play victim, saying that this guy wants me dead or in jail, but you tweeted out your damn self, sir, you're willing to die. But I guess what you're trying to say now is all satire. That's not going to stop us from calling the governor. We're going to call him tomorrow, okay? We're going to have a hotline going on. I'm going to put it on my story, make sure everybody call that motherfucker, okay? We're going to call your governor because him standing next to a low-life level scum like you, while you tweet out one side of your mouth about how you will spin blocks, got switches, got Dracos, will kill niggas, pull up to niggas' house, piss on their steps, you got $1 million to wipe people's families off the map. You cannot be in the same breath then looking the other way in the other side of your mouth saying how much the prison system is unfair because a nigga who does A deserves to be in jail. But you ain't the guy who do A. You just keep saying it. So you know what we're going to do? Just like how you told the governor that I'm responsible for murders, we're going to give you the choice. You either stop doing that. We're going to make sure you stop. Like, it's over for that. Okay? Stop tweeting like a killer. Or you could tweet like a killer and say it's jokes, but you're not going to be sitting next to the fucking governor. You're going to pick one. Then we're giving you an ultimatum. You can't be an activist in the daytime and a goddamn villain in the nighttime. What you think this is, nigga, Gotham City? No, nigga. You got to pick a goddamn side. Are you a killer or are you an activist? That is the question I will continue to ask you. And I'm going to ask the mayor. Michael Rubin is a private businessman at this point. I don't have nothing to ask him. They don't care as long as you make their iced coffees and their lattes and, you know what I mean? You fix them their drinks and bunny hop all over the place like a good boy. We saw you even bunny hopping on the radar freestyle. It's okay. Of course, he's going to like you. Maybe you're giving motherfucking Robert Kraft the rugged tug he used to get at those spots. We got no problem with you and the couple white billionaires you got going on, right? But you know who we do got a problem with? Anytime you stand next to an elected official, law enforcement, or anybody else, and you try to act like you're the epitome of what injustice on a prison reform level looks like. You went to jail for popping a wheelie, boy. Stop it, okay? You're acting like you didn't have Rock Nation show up to court every single time. You damn near had the FBI investigate your goddamn judge because you were crying saying it was unfair. You had every opportunity to prevent your situations, had the best lawyers in the whole world. You had Jay-Z, Desiree Perez was at every hearing. You're not the person who's the normal person in Philadelphia, who's a normal person in Pennsylvania, who doesn't have enough money. You talking about all that shit you're doing. You're not the same person. You're not the example. You can't be the poster boy, especially when you keep tweeting how you're down to kill people. Those tweets, that's what incites violence. When you say you're going to come to somebody's block and wipe their family off the map, you think that nigga ain't going to pick up a gun? You think Akademiks interview will make him pick up a gun? You think when you're threatening to get rid of his very existence, a guy with all the resources in the world, you have 20 million goddamn followers. When you say that, there's a crash out motherfucker who says $1 million, they never seen 10,000. You think that person ain't gonna say, bruh, all these niggas, they don't have 15 places like you. You live in Atlanta. You don't live in Philadelphia no more. When you drove to Philadelphia at 2 a.m., you have a high-rise condo in motherfucking Manhattan. You drove your car that you probably haven't driven it in so long because you get chauffeured around this place. It had the check engine light on. You drove to Philly. I did the fucking map quest, nigga. That's 3 hours of driving at 2 o'clock to act like you were spinning in a place you don't live. Why? That's not inciting violence, nigga. You think you could do that and niggas there just be like, oh no, it's just Meek. You didn't come to do a concert. You could have tried to, how about you give a concert to the kids? How about you do a free concert and try to give the proceeds? That's how you supposed to show back up to your city. Not at 2 o'clock. Acting like, you know what everybody in your city said? They never seen you, nigga. You rode around in a car that nobody knows with tints. Acting like you was spinning. They ran 3 red lights, getting the fuck on out of there. Why? Because you want to cause dysfunction. You don't live in them places. You don't live on Burke Street. I don't care how much times you rap about it. You don't live there. You don't live on Catherine Block no more either. The same people you saying RIP to, everybody comes back to me with a story saying how much you could have helped them by the same attention you're giving to me. The same attention you're giving to me because you're obsessed, my nigga. I make money off of your stupid ass. You're the dumbest one. You're the biggest one. You're the biggest clown in the circus. The artists in your city wish you gave them this attention, nigga. I get it out of you like that. Pause. I'm not no Diddy shit. You sit up tweeting at me every fucking day. But I like it. Because, as I said, 30 days, 30 nights. You just thought you could bully me. Nah. They ain't that fun when a rabbit got a gun, huh? But that's your problem. Redirect your energy. Pick a side. You tweeted that a couple years ago. It's time to pick a side. It's time for you to pick a side. Activist or killer? Energy you giving here, you keep tweeting at me? Go tweet at some of the young guys coming up in your city. OT7 Kwani just performed that motherfucking Rolling Loud. Philly's looking good. There's a bunch of young niggas that's popping. You use your timeline to only talk tough. But you're not down to talk tough to the people who actually tough with you. Quilly dropping tomorrow. Quilly talk about how he said, I can't believe that nigga said he was going to come piss on your steps. I shot a whole music video on this block. Feet up on the dash. Where was he at? Oh, but if I mention that, you're going to say I'm fueling street beef, right? You've been hating on Quilly since a long time, too. You don't like when I steer the conversation in ways you don't like. Think about your reputation in your own city when it took me 10 calendar days, nigga, to turn your whole city against you. Think about it. You took 20 years to build that reputation. 10 days, the entire city was waiting on what niggas got to say about you. What did you do? What did you do? What is your legacy? You think I could have went to Atlanta or start talking about Atlanta and turn the entire Atlanta against Thug? God rest Nipsey. You think I could have turned motherfucking LA against him? God rest motherfucking Young Dolph. You think Memphis would have turned against him? What's your legacy, nigga? Your legacy's nothing but hate. You gonna be the biggest circus, still the biggest clown in my circus, because as long as you're willing to engage with me, I'm gonna showcase the fact that your career ain't the same, and you gonna realize this back and forth. Only keep highlighting and crystallizing how much you're a failure, while we just having fun with this shit. I'm in the media. Anytime a rapper want to go back and forth, oh, let's go. Wisen up, Meek. Rameek. Change your legacy. Help the people in your town. Why the fuck the biggest platform they're getting? We had 16,000 people watching live. Why the fuck is the biggest platform they're getting? It's from me. I'm not from Philadelphia. I do like Philly, but I'm not from Philadelphia. Why is it the only time you showed up to your city was to go there at 2 a.m.? You stayed there for 13 minutes and recorded 15 videos. And you post them when you were, nigga, you post them when you're driving over the bridge like, all right, man, I'm safe again. Come on, bro. Talking about next time you'll go live. Go live to do what? Who are you trying to still make believe that you're a killer? Okay, how about we help the governor believe you're a killer then? Because that's what you want, right? You want us to believe that you're spinning. You want us to believe that you're doing these things, right? Because you keep doing it. We just watched a video of you balling, my nigga. Just pick a side. Because when you play the I'm in the hood at 2 o'clock spinning and I'm in the trenches, those young kids who don't got no out, who they have now taken and adopted drill music to Philly, when they see that this gangster who, nigga, you live in a high-rise apartment in motherfucking Manhattan making whack-ass music, playing Call of Duty all goddamn day. Go back to Atlanta. Oh, Thug in jail. Little baby got tired of you. Nigga, go do something positive. You got the kids in Philly watching you on your Instagram acting like you about to go kill something. And then the next day when you hear about 8 people got shot and they all got shot, it's all kids. You know what you say? Yo, the crime got to stop. Who do you think they look up to? You think they're like, oh, we want to be like Act? They want to be like you. What you telling them though? Niggas start spitting, we gonna spray up your car. That's what you said. Third line in your fucking whack-ass freestyle on the radar. 5th line, Turks and Caicos. I just came back and bought me 2 Dracos. What are you saying? It's sad because you're a grown-ass man. You approaching 40, but you face a case of arrested development. You're trying to prove childish things to people who wouldn't believe it even if you showed them. Meek, let me once again remind you, maybe some people were fooled, but you could kill somebody on camera. Our perception of you has already been skewed. Why even try to prove it? You made it out. That's the difference between somebody as dumb as you and somebody like Jay-Z. Jay-Z evolved with his music. You still rapping like the nigga who didn't make it. Except it's blatantly clear that you did. Your lifestyle don't match. You talk about all these billionaires you hanging out with, my nigga. And all this money you got. Didn't Rick Ross buy your house? Let me just look this up because I might be mistaken. Meek Mill, Rick Ross. Rick Ross bought your house for $4.2 million. Now, generally, to be honest, I'm not even going to say that's a bad thing. Sold a house for $4 million. It's cool. But with all this money and millionaire, billionaire shit you be talking, to me, I equate it as that because Rick Ross was your boss too. To me, it's like me working for an employer and the employer giving me money that I could go buy something, then they bought it back from me. Just pipe down, my brother. I think some people do appreciate the efforts that you have on the reform circuit, but I'd be remiss to allow someone who's as hypocritical as you throw out idle threats, and everything you do say is definitely, we're making sure everything is documented because there ain't no tweet and delete, my nigga. And yes, I don't care if you called a hater or not, because I thought you was a hater when you say you were going to come to my house, but you was talking big and bad. You was talking like you was the biggest killer in town, right? Okay, well, bunny hop out of this one. We're going to go tell that governor. Tomorrow, chat, as I said, let me pull the website up. I wrote my letter. Y'all need to write y'all's. I'll give y'all, I only say this. Please leave Pound Side Pop name out of it. That's actually the nigga in the streets, you know. And I'm going to apologize to Pound Side Pop. I shouldn't even put your name in there. We are just going to write a letter. Y'all can put Livingston Allen name because I'm definitely a civilian. Rameek Robert Williams, you're going to either be a killer or you're going to be an activist. And we're going to make sure this happens, okay? We're going to hit up Josh Shapiro. Matter of fact, in all these videos, I'm going to come up with a list of these motherfucking names that stood next to you. Because they're all elected officials and they have to answer to the people. Why are you standing next to a nigga who's over here claiming he wants violence to decrease, yet he's actually threatening to kill people? We're not going to allow that to happen. If you haven't realized, Meek, I've been whipping your ass with my platform. Remember the same platform you thought was some peon shit? I've been whipping your bitch ass with it, nigga. I've been whipping your ass with it. You can't realize? This platform is giving you the beats, huh? Yeah. I know. Your 6K wouldn't be known. You're known as Mr. 6K. Cause of me. Yeah. You didn't realize? Meek, you don't realize how it's a little bit different. Remember years ago when you was talking all this big and bad? Nigga, I waited 4 years. You remember when Drake said I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? I waited 4 years. I gathered every stone. I did my due diligence. When I know a nigga always gonna turn bad on me, nigga, I make sure I have a cabinet full of files on you. I told you, I'm finna get your Atlantic contract and I'm gonna put it on the screen. All that money talk you talking, we gonna figure out where it is. I might get your taxes. You can't beef with the media. You see, every time you tweet, they tell you to shut up. Every time I go live, they say I'm roasting you. Optics. You could barely read and write. But we'll see. We will see. I had 4 years. Trust me. I would see some shit. Let me just file it away in the day I need to expose Meek Mill. Let's put it over here. Okay. You know how many times I've seen shit and I wanted to laugh and like, okay, put this here. Oh, put this here. I know you was mad at me. I remember you was on Clubhouse one time with me, and you was like, "Nah, you know this is niggas' livelihoods or whatever." Well, you could give me the credit for ruining this part of your career. Okay, I'll take this credit. Because I remember you were mad. You're like, you know, if niggas start losing money, I'll take this credit for this part of your career being. You see all the press. You was trying to blame it on the white man. No, this was because Livingston George Allen, Akademiks. When niggas called you gay, I ain't call you gay. You flipped out thinking, let me go. You try to do I'm going to just go step on or press this blogger dude. You know, I noticed about your tweets too. One of your tweets is very interesting. One of your tweets was very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Damn, this nigga's still tweeting. Even when you was talking to the podcast thing, one thing I realized you were very smart with, everybody got money, Meek. And I think you start realizing a lot of these streamers, you could say, oh, I'm just getting drunk from the chair. You're in the booth rapping a bunch of trash, okay? Let me, actually, I won't even shit on you like that. I'm good. Anyway. I won't even. I'm glad y'all started putting respect on streamers because the streamers is getting to it too. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Anyway, Meek, I gave you a good lesson in some business sense earlier. This was just about, I just had to kind of fix you up on the hypocrisy sense because, again, this is going to be a concerted effort. And if we don't get a response tomorrow, we'll find the assistant or the executive assistant to that governor. We'll blow that phone up. We're going to get some type of answer. And I'm going to be honest with you. When the desired result happens, what we're going to tell you is that you did it to your fucking self. We'll put you back on them same blocks that you so desperately want to be on. You could go spinning then. Okay? Okay, Mr. Cyclone? Okay. All right. All right. That was a little impromptu. All right, Mike Tyson.